Good morning.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
All right.
That's good.
Yeah.
How's the family?
Everybody's good. How about you guys?
We're doing well, taking moment by moment. Okay, so thank you so very much for joining me this morning, Mr. Jefferson,
No
the,
problem.
the people's lender. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the forbearance and get your take on um, whether or not somebody should do a forbearance with our current conditions.
Okay.
Okay.
So the I think the person should continue to making payments if they can. Um, the forbearance, while it doesn't hurt your credit in terms of it being late or a derogatory remark, when you go to refinance, or if you try to refinance or purchase a home,
Mhm.
it'll have some effect on you depending on the time frame. The other thing is you need to be clear as to what the end goal is, meaning after you skip 3 or 6 months, what is the repayment like? Is all of it due at one time? Does it go on the back end of the loan? Are your monthly payments increased to break up the money that you had missed in those payments? So you just have to be aware of what is pretty much the repercussions of you not making payments. While it's great to not have to pay that $1,500, $2,000 mortgage, what are you going to have to do to stay in good standings? So that's why I advise people to continue to make that payment and try to use a forbearance somewhere else that doesn't have as large of an impact on you, um, as large of an impact on you as your mortgage or even your student loans.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, because I know somebody that's researched and looked at doing the forbearance. They state that it's not a negative hit on your credit because of the pandemic that we're in right now. However, do you foresee it being a negative impact if they aren't able to make those repayments?
Yeah, I mean, it will be a negative impact. So if you're with ABC Mortgage and let's say it's 6 months, after 6 months, they say, hey, Mr. Smith, we need, the previous 6 months and this month's due now. So
Hmm.
then you probably not, if you didn't have the money, you're not saving the money for the seventh month. So with that being said, you have to figure out, well, how can I come up with this money? Or what can I do to work it out? Well, then if you have to work out a payment arrangement, you're going into a modification. So if you go into a loan modification, yes, that puts it on the back end for you. However, then that looks as if it was a credit. It was a credit. It's not bad on your credit, but it was I can't think of the right word because I'm actually going through one now with a client.
Okay.
So it affects your ability to purchase and to refinance.
So it
This
appears like it's derogatory or a negative.
it doesn't appear negative on your credit, but when they are looking at the person's mortgage, they can see that they had a modification and what the modification was, and if they're in a special program. So, example, from the previous foreclosure issues we had, a lot of people were in the Harper to Hand program, right?
Hmm.
So both of those are government programs.
Hmm.
So I have a person that's in conventional now, and they're looking to purchase FHA.
Hmm.
While the loan is conventional, FHA, who's the government, looks at that loan as if it's FHA because it's had some government assistance by reducing the payment. It's been modified.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
So in terms of if we pull up our Experian, TransUnion, Equifax credit reports, no, it won't have any of that on there. But when you dig deeper, to making a large purchase as a home, then you'll find where it could have an impact on you. And that's not to say that, you know, once the government figures that out, that they don't say, hey, listen, we were going through something, don't even put that information on there. But as of right now, if you can pay, pay.
Okay. Well, thank you so very much for sharing that. And I didn't necessarily start off with, introductions or anything like that. So tell us a little bit about yourself and then the biggest takeaway for today.
I'm Kevin Jefferson, better known as the People's Lender. I'm a mortgage loan originator with American Eagle Mortgage. And the biggest takeaway is just to educate people on the forbearance and forgiveness, getting the information out to as many real estate professionals and the public as possible, just so we all understand what's going on, because it could have, you know, major effects on us on the back end. While our credit doesn't show it, other things it will happen. So just educate, educate, educate.
Yeah. All right. Awesome. Did you have any questions for me?
How are you guys faring with showing properties and, you know, listing properties?
Okay. Well, in terms of showing properties, I have actually taken on Zoom showings. I did a couple of yesterday, showing some properties to clients through video Zoom. So it was as if they were actually there. They were able to see the home, see the layout of the home. And of course, as a professional, I'm wearing my mask, I'm wearing my gloves, and keeping my social distancing from other people who may be showing properties. As a real estate, real estate industry is essential here in Georgia. So we're continuing to service our clients. With regards to sellers, making sure that I have video tours of the existing homes out there available for potential buyers, and still marketing online to get specific buyers for my sellers. In some instances where a seller may say, okay, we just need to pause to see where we are, I'm able to hold those listings until this coronavirus has been resolved, or they have some type of resolution. But that's ultimately what we're doing, altering our practice, but still servicing the clients that we have.
Yeah, I think everybody's the word for right now is pivot, you know, pivoting and change, making adjustments in their business.
Yeah.
So, you know, the market is still hot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, interest rates are good.
Mm-hmm.
And I speak to, number of buyers a day, and they ask, is it still a good time to purchase? And my answer is, it's always a good time to purchase if you qualify. You know, if they say the market's bad, but you're able to purchase, then purchase. If the market's hot, then you can purchase. You know, there's always going to be people buying, always people selling.
Yeah.
I don't get up in the hype of the market's going this way or that way. You just help people, educate them on how to get qualified to purchase in that situation, because they have to have somewhere to live.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you so very much for your time today. And I'll be sure to share your information and social media links on my sites. And I look forward to doing more video tours or videos with you.
All right. Thank you. Have a good one.